Have you ever played dress up with your dog? Sure you have. We all have. And we all have had the same main issue: head accessories. They just don't seem to stick, do they? Today you can find a dog accessory designed to stick on the pooch's head for sure: the Doggles. As the witty name suggests, Doggles are goggles for dogs, and they will make your pup the most stylish one on the block. Still, this trendy headpiece isn't there only to make your dog gorgeous. It's actually a very practical contraption. These doggy sunglasses protect your pet from UV rays, dust, and debris. The perfect pet is one that you don't have to work your schedule around. You don't need to feed it, walk it, or clean up after it. But you can still play with it, talk to it, name it, and teach it some simple tricks. Gary Dahl knew this and decided to cash in on it, selling rocks. In 1975, Dahl bought pebbles and stuck googly eyes on them or painted faces, made a manual about how they should be treated, called them pet rocks, and used the magic of marketing to make a profit equivalent to $56 million today. People went crazy about this idea, bought the overpriced pebbles massively. It cost Dahl approximately 95 cents per piece to create these pets, and he sold them for $3.95. In today's economy, that would be about $16. A major hit in the 70s, you can still get your pet rock online. Everyone wants to leave a mark. Alex, too, knew this and decided to use it, or arguably abuse it. He was a young man wanting to go to college in 2005, but like many young men, he was lacking the funds for it. Rather than getting a boring or physically strenuous job, Alex decided to use his creativity. He created a website which was the first of its kind. He created a homepage with 1 million pixels, and he sold each pixel for $1. The person who purchased a pixel could display a picture of their choice in that certain pixel. Alex called it the $1 million homepage, and he sure earned $1 million, which was more than enough to cover his college expenses. How much do you think you could earn by selling rubber bands shaped like animals, letters, numbers, or random symbols for 25 cents? If you say not much, you obviously haven't been hanging around with the tweens recently. Kids, little girls especially, have turned this simple idea of a rubber band in a random shape into something huge. These bands became so popular that they've even been endorsed by celebrities. Believe it or not, a tween craze turned this silly project into a $100 million empire. Kids around the world love Christmas. The lavish tree, the abundance of sweets, a bunch of presents, and all the while, school's out. Who wouldn't be up for that? Still, we all know that the best part of Christmas is the mystery and magic of Santa Claus. Well, Byron Reese realized that there is a potential in this children's story which hasn't been explored before. He set up Santa Mail, a project which allows kids to send Santa letters directly to the North Pole and receive a personalized response from the bearded man himself. For a modest fee of $9.95, parents can guarantee their children an exciting Christmas and buy themselves another year of keeping the myth alive. Santa Mail has made approximately 300,000 children happy by 2009, but when you do the math, you easily realize that the happiest of all ended up being Reese himself. The Kush Ball is a small ball which has a rubber core and a dozen colorful strings attached to it. It was a Christmas toy hit in 1988 and spanned a range of variations like a line of Kush yo-yos and keyrings. A simple idea, the Kush Ball dawned on Scott Stillinger when he tied rubber bands together to create a smaller and easier to handle ball for his children. The Kush Ball turned out to be a great idea, and it led to the foundation of Odds On Products Incorporated, which turned Stillinger from a creative dad to a $1 million company owner. With a bunch of toddlers running around, it's hard to keep up with the trendy hairstyles or the stylish outfits. A mother learns to appreciate comfort and practicality, but it doesn't mean that she loses her girly interest in fashion. Christina Rain is a mother of 3 who one day decided she hated having to sacrifice her love of fashion in order to be more practical. For years, she had been stuffing diapers and wipes in freezer bags because they were the most practical way of carrying these necessities around. She decided to reward herself and all of the other mothers out there by designing diaper bags which were not only useful and practical, but which looked stylish as well, offering every mother the ability to be both fashionable and in tune with the daily hassle of having kids cling to you at every step. Somewhere in the back of our brains, we all have this notion that life is short. That idea is what drives us to go on spontaneous trips, drink a little too much, disrespect our diets, quit that job we don't like, or kick those people that cause us headaches out of our lives. What we don't usually think of when we assert this idea is that it's a justification for cheating. Well, turns out a lot of us actually do think it, but we certainly don't want to admit it. Noelle Biderman was pretty sure that we're lying when we claim that we're happy to be in a monogamous relationship and that our "you live only once" moments don't include adultery. To cash in on this secret desire, he set up a website, ashleymadison.com. It's a dating website designed specifically for those who are married and want to find a new partner or who are interested in dating married people. The site's slogan is "Life is short, have an affair." And apparently there are quite a few people out there who support this idea, and the site has 3.2 million members. Two things are really big in the 70s, accessorizing and spiritualism. Josh Reynolds and Maris Ambatz found a way to bind the color splash craze of the 70s fashion with the roots of New Age culture, and they created the mood ring. The two New Yorkers bonded liquid crystals with quartz stones and created rings. The quality of the materials was such that the ring would react to the body heat and change colors. Each color was given a specific meaning, although it really doesn't mean anything. A real hit in its time, the mood ring made a brief comeback in the 90s. Have you ever wanted to have crooked teeth, preferably with permanent stains and unflattering gaps? Probably not. Still, it turns out millions of people out there think that having this sort of hideous jaw for a crazy couple hours is the most entertaining thing in the world. Whether it's to complete your Halloween costume, freak out your grandparents, or simply have a laugh at people's reactions, Billy Bob Teeth will make sure you look ridiculous and ugly at the exact same time. For $9.99, the silly product is all yours. With an unexpected rise in popularity of the product, a hopeful dental student and a struggling ex-college football player made millions with this crazy invention, their talent mainly lying in their massively appealing sense of humor.